This is the Mail Review on Yale Radio Cast.com.
What's going on out there in the world right now? Check this out. You are here on a special edition of the Mail Review right here on YaleRadioCast.com. It is myself in the building, your boy Mark L., along with my fantastic co-host, the man behind the boards, the man behind the curtain, Dylan Yale. He is behind the curtain. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, but watch out. He is from P. Cola.
Just as long as the curtain ain't in the closet.
I'm saying right now, wait, no, watch out there now. Thank y'all for joining us. I know this is not our normal day. We here today on a Sunday. We went ahead and decided we was going to go ahead and get in the show for y'all, a little special edition show.
Right.
Because, sometimes, man, you ever had them moments, bro, where something happens and you just call your homeboy like, man, I got to tell you this one. Well, that's how we feeling today, y'all.
Right.
We see some things that happen, and, we do this show from the male perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know how we get down. We were seeing some things, and I said, hey, man, this would be good to talk about right now. It's kind of hot. Sounds like leg-breaking news to me.
Oh, no, not no. We are getting leg-breaking news?
Leg-breaking news, bro. That's something I'm seeing here.
Hold on 1 second then.
That's not how it goes.
Maybe I don't know.
You might have to X-ray it. I'm just saying. But we're going to call this leg-breaking news. And this is, for those of you out there listening, thank you, of course, for tuning in here on a lovely Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening on the Mail Review, of course. Thank y'all for tuning in. I know y'all are out there listening. Shout out to y'all on the streams. We're going to have a little conversation today.
Football season. Guy talk.
Football season guy talk.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit with a little bit of a
twist.
With a twist,
right?
Yeah.
With a twist, right? Okay. So we all know it's football season, and we all know how wonderfully Dylan treats the home team. I'm not gonna go into it. I'm not gonna go into how wonderfully he treats the home team.
The Falcons.
See, this is the boy. I'm gonna tell you.
The Falcons.
Listen.
The Falcons.
The
pigeons.
The birds. The birds.
The birds.
The
angry birds.
You call them the angry birds.
That's why I actually call them. They're angry birds.
Angry birds.
Because it's in the morning. I look at morning as the beginning of the season.
It is.
They wake up like we're gonna fly and we're gonna get some worms and all that type of stuff. Worms being W's for wins and.
And they never come home with the worm.
Yeah, but because they're never the early bird, huh?
They're never the early bird. Oh, that is terrible. That's terrible news. They never get to it first. Anyway, no hate on the home team. However, a member, formerly of the home team, one Neon Dion. Primetime Sanders. Coach Prime. We call him Coach Prime now. Now, unless you have been out of the loop and you were in a coma and you woke up just yesterday and found your radio cast, first of all, thank you, boy. We finna blow your damn mind. You done missed a lot of shit. You done missed a whole world of shit. I'm saying.
Guy talk.
If you, listen, if in fact you don't know who Deion Sanders is,
you probably don't even need to be watching.
Listen, let me tell you, there's this station you should tune in to and subscribe. It's called Radio Cast, and it started long after Deion hit the world. However, Deion Sanders, one of the most prolific and flashy players in the NFL. The man was fantastic. I got nothing for him. I could tell you a personal story, and I can keep it brief, which is shocking because I like to run my mouth.
I know.
The first time I saw Deion Sanders in person was right after he got drafted to the Falcons in the 90s.
From where?
90.
From where?
From Florida State, right?
From where?
Florida State.
Say that again?
Florida State.
Say that again.
Florida State.
So the skills.
Florida State.
To come help the Atlanta team.
To help the Atlanta team came from Florida State.
Yes. Just want to put that out there like
Lord.
that. I just want to
Florida State.
Circle it in and make it make sense.
Just write it down there.
Yeah, just
Oh, shout out to the Florida State fans out there. I see you, baby. I see you, baby boo. You know who I'm talking to, don't you, girl? Yeah, you know who I'm talking to. Anyway, so he came from Florida State. He came in and shocked the world. But I'm going to tell you the quick story. I was attending an HBCU. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go down that line. Let's
start right there, boy. That was a good segue.
That's a good segue. I was attending an HBCU at the time, and this man walked in Atlanta, Georgia, in the fall of 1990 in
prime
August.
time fashion.
He came in through the door of the Davids Auditorium at Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to my Panthers out there. Wearing a full-length fur coat.
Yes.
It was 103 degrees at 6 p.m. And he walked in with shades, a curl. He was typical Florida fashion. I'm gonna tell you right now, Dollar had a curl. I'm gonna find them pictures. We gonna find them pictures, boy. We gonna find them, boy. We gonna get them out there. But anyway, that was my first encounter with Deion. I was like, this dude right here. And I'm from Chicago, so I'm like, this nigga here, nigga. I'm sweating in this T-shirt. He come in a full length fucker. He got out of a limo. But this is proof to say that primetime been primetime since primetime been primetime. He was flashy in college. He was even flashy in the NFL. And, big ups for his career. He played for the Falcons for a number of years. He did change teams. The man played baseball. The man did a lot of things. So, moving forward, after, playing and doing all the different things. Outstanding career.
A dual sport athlete, mind you. So he played for the Falcons and the Braves.
He did.
Just put that out there.
Yeah, he did both. He tried to help Atlanta all the way around.
Yeah. Boy.
What is that about?
Lost a foot trying to help him. Anyways. People don't know that story.
You know that story. You know the story. But basically, so he was the man. Then he went on through his career. He did some broadcasting. Mm-hmm. He got back, wanted to get back in the coaching thing. He got into high school coaching. He did that, right? Mm-hmm. Then Deion wanted to coach at his alma mater, and they turned him down.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Sanders, still wanting to coach, said, you know what? Why don't I go to an HBCU and coach football there?
Right.
Help to build better minds, better programs, and so on and so forth. And, for those of you who know HBCU football, I'm going to just stop there.
Historically black
football. Y'all know we all go there to see the band. Mm-hmm. So, being a member of the marching band, no. We've seen some good games. Don't get me wrong. We like football. It's all great. But we still just go see the band because black people like music more than we like CTE. Shout out Herschel Walker. Anyhow, wait a minute.
Not on my watch.
I know, right? And suddenly,
let me tell you, I was watching this movie.
Oh, Lord, stop it.
It's called Fright Night. And then the vampire.
Wait,
it was a vampire.
I'm getting a signal in my headphones. The upper room is trying to chime in and go, don't go there.
It was a vampire.
Slow down.
Did you
know that a werewolf is stronger than a vampire?
Vampires are kind of cool. I want to be a vampire my whole life.
Oh, my Lord.
Hey, I'm just putting it back on Georgia again. This is y'all guy.
Look.
So you got the Falcons.
And you got Herschel Walker.
This is y'all history, not mine.
Oh, my God.
I'm just prefacing. We're just setting
the table.
We're setting the table for what we're dealing with here.
Correct. We're just setting the table. All right, so check it out. So he decides to go to an HBCU to coach. They accept him for the position. He coaches Jackson State. I almost remember that man's record was something like 27-5. Ever since he took over at Jackson State as the coach, and he's flashy with it. He's still Deion. He done had his battle about who ain't swag. Oh, you remember that?
Yes.
Oh my God! Listen, talk cash shit.
Told what they ain't and they ain't gonna do.
This man is spoken like a man from Florida, right?
Yes.
Is he from Florida?
I don't think he's actually from Florida.
Where he from?
Let's do some research on the history of. But yeah, go ahead and get the story. Yeah.
But anyway, so the man, he does his thing. He's flashy. He leads Jackson State. Congratulations, Jackson State University, to the championship and wins the championship.
From Fort Myers. So he is a.
Oh, okay.
He right around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he probably was up in Picola.
He was
hanging around.
He was over there.
I remember. I seen the curve.
We saw him at Platinum Club a couple times. We saw him
a couple of times.
Platinum Club. We ain't gonna talk about it.
Well, right on. So, Mr. Sanders, of course, let me go ahead and get to the part with the dirt, as always. He coaches Jackson State. They take the championship. They had a perfect season. And then the whispers started, the rumors of Deion being offered the job of coaching at Colorado University. Now, for those of you who know the little lingo in the speak, HBCU, historically black college or university, he got invited to go to a PWI, which is a predominantly white institution.
Mm-hmm.
You know, big difference.
Yes.
And they offered him a pile of money. They offered him the bag, as they say. That's the kid. Ain't that what you kids say nowadays, Mr. Williams? They offered him a bag. He got a big bag.
And if they don't get the big, or if they get the big bag, they fumbled the bag.
They fumbled the bag. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
He fumbled a lot.
No,
Are we talking about football?
No, he never fumbled.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. So, but the bag.
But yeah,
he got offered a big bag, right?
Yeah.
And he decided, hey, this is what all the kids say. I should be getting the bag.
Yeah, we listening to the generation. We're listening to the voice of the community. And
they say get the bag.
They always talk about go for the bag.
Right.
And if you ain't going for the bag, what are you doing?
What are you doing with your life?
Right.
So he decides to do that. He gets the bag, and accepts the job from Colorado University. The minute he did that, black folks lost their minds. Now listen. I don't want to alienate anybody in my
focus group,
other family, as far as color is concerned. This ain't about color, but this is one of them black folk conversations.
Yeah,
just saying.
Y'all can hang out.
Y'all can hang out. Just listen. Just ride along. You right now. I'm gonna put you in an all black space on this one because it's only black folks doing this, and that is exactly the point to the damn show. So, here's what I know.
We got an article.
We got an article on exactly how some black folks might feel about this. But well, let me give you the article first. Let's talk about the article first. Because this is a big thing that happens in our community all the time. Mm-hmm. And it pissed me off today. So, first of all, let's go ahead and pull that up and see what it's saying. All right. Deion Sanders leaves Jackson State University for University of Colorado under a $5 million deal. That is a hell of a bag.
That's a hell of a bag.
That bag,
big bag.
That's a huge bag. I don't think we can get that bag through the door, but we can damn sure try it. We can do it in pieces. If y'all send us a bag that size, we can test and see if we can get it through the door. I promise you.
We'll talk about donations later.
Absolutely. But foreshadowing. Dingling, dingling, dingling. Deion Sanders was the last person most would expect to become a coach. Even less likely was Sanders coaching at an HBCU. Not only did Deion Sanders become the coach of the Jackson State University football program, he turned them into contenders. Now, just to make sure I get a byline here so everybody gets their respect due, I'm not stealing. I just want to say I'm using this article
from MSNBC.
From MSN.com. MSNBC. Yep, MSN.com. We got that. We picked that up. Originally reported on another website, but yeah, there we go. Basically, what we got here, he became the coach. Not only did he become the coach of the Jackson State University football program, he turned them into real contenders. In addition, Sanders' unlikely coaching methods helped propel the team into being one of the best. Sanders embraced the hip-hop culture in addition to having his unique methods. However, rumors of him considering leaving for the University of Colorado started to pop up. These rumors have been all but confirmed. And as of yesterday, what I realized is that he absolutely did accept that coaching job. Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Very well. He is one of the people that made the 90s iconic. Not only did he play in the NFL, he played in the MLB, which is the Major League Baseball. As a result, he won a Super Bowl and a World Series championship in the same year. At one point.
That's a bad man.
That's a bad man. While Sanders is not the only athlete to play in two different sports, he's the first to be a key player in two different professional sports. In the NFL, Sanders is one of the greatest defenders of all time. Even with all of his success, he is likely best known for his time playing with...
Say it. Do it.
A team that last won a Super Bowl when it was on videotape. When they was giving out tapes.
Do it.
The Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God, that hurts so bad. Lord, we might need a break so I can throw up.
No, we got to go right in.
Anyway,
go right in.
Sanders may have been the least likely person to coach as an HBCU. It worked for him, the team, and the people. As a result, there's a lot of disappointment with him now leaving for a non-HBC university. With a salary set to be over $5 million, there are people accusing Sanders of being a dumb sellout. On Twitter,
And Twitter is going in.
HBCU is trending alongside Deion Sanders' name as the news is breaking of his new job at the University of Colorado. Okay, so I just wanted to read that article to kind of get out there where we're going with this. So basically what we're saying is, in a nutshell, Deion hosted another team, saw how good of a coach he was, and decided to offer him a job. And he accepted the job. And now Black Twitter is mad.
Always in their feelings. Always. You know what? I think that's our biggest downfall, man. About how we, and it's only because we aren't taught business
Yeah.
in depth. We think business is having a business.
Yeah. As opposed to running a business.
And running the business part is more than likely just the financial side of it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of that, just knowing and in the position that I've been in for quite a few years, is you have to put personal feelings to the side
Correct.
a lot.
You got to see the bigger picture.
And those personal feelings you might have to put to the side may be the structure of your business,
Yeah.
how you run your business,
Yeah.
and who you do business with.
Absolutely.
And that's where we get it confused, because we think that whatever we're doing right now only has to be this.
Yeah.
So looking at Deion as a business, because he is a brand.
Yeah. He's a brand.
And
Absolutely.
he has to worry about the Sanders brand.
Yes.
He has to do what financially benefits him as a person.
Yeah.
And him as a business, and him as an entity, and even his family.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head, man. He has to run his quote unquote business the way he sees fit and what he thinks is going to be best for his business and his brand, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't understand why people are mad.
I just told you why.
I don't understand why they
You have to run a business to understand the business side.
Okay, so because they don't understand the business side, that's why they mad.
Yeah.
Tell me some of the stuff they saying on Twitter, because I got a couple of things I want to read. I got some stuff I caught off the Book of Faces that I want to bring up, because
Okay.
I wrote a think piece myself, which I will read to you. Of course, yes, y'all will have to suffer through it. A think piece from me.
So who is Ernest Owens? But whoever he is has a blue check by his name, which means he's supposed to be certified. I don't know who he is. What people don't get is that it's not that Deion Sanders is leaving, it's how. This guy literally made himself the face of HBCU sports, acted as if its lead ambassador, shamed those who didn't want to include him, be they question his motives, only for him to flip so soon. What do you think about that, real quick?
Flip so soon.
Is because he's only been 3 years, 2 years as coach. Mm-hmm. What are we thinking of flip so soon?
I mean, how's that flipping so soon? What is that about? Let me ask you something.
Go ahead. Ask away.
Let's just say, and I'm using this as an example, y'all. Please don't take this to heart now. Everybody be nice.
Yeah, everybody be nice.
So, today, we sitting here in the studio at YaleRadiocast.com, running the station, YaleRadiocast.com, right? And right now, we on YouTube and Twitter and
Twitching
and doing all our things, right?
Right.
Somebody from NBC walk in here and say, "Hey man, tell you what,
I'm out of here.
we finna give you a huge bag.
I'm over there, bro.
We finna give you a huge bag. Listen to me. Follow me now. We finna give you a huge bag to come over to NBC prime time, 8 o'clock, to do the mail review. 8 o'clock. We want you to bring your Radiocast to NBC. Only thing you got to do is you got to take it off Twitter, YouTube, and everywhere else.
Y'all better catch me on NBC. Y'all better catch me over there right before Conan O'Brien. Who am I coming on before?
I know, right? But now check it. So now that's NBC. That's the national network. That means you got a good view. But let me tweak that just a little bit so y'all can follow where I'm going with this. What if it's Peacock? meaning you got to pay for a subscription to
bet-
get to Yale Radio
Y'all better act like y'all love me.
Listen, but that's what they offering you. We're gonna put you on Peacock. And all the people think, but you got to shut down your YouTube, you got to shut down your Twitter, you got to shut down everything that has Yale Radio Cast because now we want to own that in perpetuity. We're not going into that.
Because now they own the content.
I'm saying, but we're not going into that.
But this is the thing. If I sign the deal, what I'm not going to do is go on Instagram like a year later and complain about NBC owning the content that I choose to sign up for when they read me the contract about them owning the content and I chose to do it. And then I try to act like I didn't know that they do it when they told me, oh, go, my bad. I had a little bit of a run.
Message. Anyway, so on Peacock, people now you done shut down on all these social media sites because now they own your content, and you gonna be exclusively on Peacock because they own it.
Yes, they do.
So a bunch of people gonna be like, "Oh, Dollar done sold out and went over to Peacock, and we used to get this for free, and we was supporting him, and we did that, and that's terrible. He leaving us. He gonna lose all his fans." Oh well.
Oh well. I'm
You
so
just gone.
ambitious.
You gone, huh? You gone.
I am out of here.
He's absolutely gone.
I am out.
So now, I need you to understand something. We laughing and joking about this, but I need you to understand something. At the end of the day, he dead ass serious. At the end of the day, the decision is Dylan's, ain't it?
When it's the company that I own.
Right. Can he sit
my
here?
brand. If y'all follow me on IG, my brand is the Yale brand.
Correct.
Which means everything developed and created up under the Yale brand is of my content.
Correct.
That I developed, that I want to have a certain look behind it.
Correct.
Or I could even make your shit tighter.
Right. That part. And at the same time, if you decide you want to sell it, who gonna check you, boo? Who gonna check you, boo? As they say on TV, who gonna check you, boo? Who? Let me tell you, darling. There's gonna be a lot of people crying as you like step on their bodies on the ground while you go sign the contract. It's gonna be shameful. It's gonna be like, oh man, I didn't mean to step on your knee. Can you move your thigh up? Look, appreciate it. The thigh bone is much stronger than your kneecap. I don't want to hurt you. The thigh bone. It's the thigh bone. Listen, they call us the leg, and this is leg breaking news, and so your leg might get broke, but we gonna step on through it.
So peep it. So with my brand based on a platform for black-owned businesses primarily. Yeah. Primarily. At one point, I was doing some negotiations with the NAACP. I felt like, well, this would be a good way to get better, level of, views and, traffic towards my brand. And one of the guys said, no, you need to stay where you are.
What?
Because the things that you do, we can't do over here.
Right. Okay.
The voice that you are, we actually can't be the voice over here.
Okay, that makes sense. We need your voice.
We need your voice.
But we just can't do it over here.
We can't. Basically, we need you doing it the way you do it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now, if I was to go to NBC or whoever it may be, I know I can't get on there and say the shit that I say.
Right. Yeah, you probably can't.
You know, but once
who you think you are, man? Who you think you are?
I ain't mastered the Dave Chappelle yet, but
who you think you is, brother?
I'm working on.
You can't just say what you want to say.
I'm working on Chappelling my verbal skills.
You think you're Cucker Tarlson? We can't say his actual name. You think you're Cucker Tarlson?
I'm Chappelling myself slowly but surely. I'm trying to find a way to Chappelle myself to get my point across. And of course, it would take a way to do it. But at the end of the day, long story short, that the goal of minds is the goal of minds. And when we're circling it back to Deion Sanders, while people are in their feelings about his decision, has anybody had a conversation with him about why he signed with Colorado? See what I'm saying? It's like, darling, why did you... For those, I just left a company that I was at for 7 years. I had a lot of traction. I had a lot of planting there. And I made a change for a particular goal that benefited the same goal. Yeah. I had to go a different way to make it happen. And as you saw, I'm catching hell because it's a bigger bag.
Yes.
Deion Sanders.
Yes.
It's a bigger bag. It's a lot more responsibilities.
Yes.
It's a lot more money behind it, that company.
Yep.
But maybe I have to go this route to make my brand go in the same direction I would like for it to go.
Right.
What you got?
I mean, isn't that how we all make decisions? Listen, I worked at a company. Everybody that knows me knows I've been in my company now, going on 17, 18 years now.
Congratulations
right?
on
Thank
the
you.
tenure.
Yes, because my mama was happy when I said, "Well, Mama lasted a week." Oh Lord, praise Him! A whole week, the baby working. If I don't call her next week, she be like, "You done lost your damn job."
What you mean, boy?
You done lost your damn job. What you do? Don't be down there trying to tell them folks how to run their my mama was good for that. My brother, if you listening, bro, you know that was the conversation. But I worked at my company for X amount of time, and at some point in my company life, I was there, and it got stale, and I was ready to make a decision because it affected, first of all, me, motherfucker. It affected me,
right,
and how I felt about what I was doing, and whether or not I thought it was serving me and serving my family and everything else that men do when we think about these types of decisions, right?
Right.
And I said, I'm ready to make a move, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply for another position with this company or with some other company. I would prefer to stay here, but I'll LeBron the shit out your ass and take
South Beach.
I'd take it to South Beach. I like Florida. I'll take it to South Beach on your ass in a minute, meaning I will find another place to do what I do if I don't want to stay here. But that's my decision.
Right.
I didn't hear any condescending whispers except from maybe a couple of coworkers in a whisper, but because they know me, I ain't one, and not at my job. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because if I hear you whispering, I want to talk about it loudly. Right. What's up? What you got to say though? I'm a grown ass man up in here. My choice was to stay at the company and move to a different position. But that was my choice, and it didn't affect anything. It just made my brand, you, bigger.
Bigger.
I got a bigger bag. I made a choice.
And you are able to provide for your family a little better.
A little better than I have been.
Right.
Correct. So me being a sellout, that's unheard of.
Yes, Dr. Evil Genius. We've been working around the holiday schedule, brother. Another member of the leg,
right
Dr.
on.
Evil Genius.
Dr. Evil Genius. What's up, brother?
So we're talking about, and we would love for you to put your comments on the stream as well, Dr. Evil Genius. Primetime's decision, and I know you're a sports buff as well.
I know.
You're very much a fan of MMA and particularly, and not necessarily football in the sense because of the NFL. I know he doesn't, partake in a lot of NFL behind his ideals and movement behind some things that has happened in the past.
Right.
Per Kaepernick.
Yep. Absolutely.
Things that we're kind of talking about right now.
Right.
Where do your allegiance lie?
Well, who do you owe is where I'm at with it.
Well, just like if we want to talk
Who do
about,
we owe?
well, if we want to talk about what the gentleman said, once again, let's just go back to Mr. Owens and about him being the face of the HBCU and for him flopping. I don't think he flopped because we don't know, because he just set really a precedence and a good situation for HBCUs moving forward, particularly that school. That it's felt more comfortable and more appreciated when wasn't nobody paying attention to HBCUs 3-4 years ago. I think he's done a marvelous job altogether. Did he have to stay there? I'm pretty sure we would like for him to do that. But once again, ultimately, it's his decision. And now we're pocket watching, which is, we got to stop doing that.
Why are we doing that?
That's what we, black people, black men particularly, got to stop doing.
Right. It's crazy.
Because at the end of the day, what are you doing with your dollar bill?
I got some I saw.
Okay.
This is what sparked me to make some statements.
You made
today.
a statement? Where's your statement at?
I got my statement. I sent it to you.
Okay.
I sent it to you. But let me just tell you what brought me to making that statement. So this gentleman on Facebook, his name's Calvin Mackey. I don't know him personally, but I read a statement and it made me want to speak up. It it affected me in a way that made me want to speak.
Markel speak up, he speaks.
And y'all, look, I'm fun, I'm crazy, but ain't nobody say I was unintelligent. Let's get that right.
We will say
okay?
that.
And I have my motherfucking opinions. That's how I get down. But according to what Mr. Mackey said on his post on Facebook, and it's free domain, so I'm gonna give him his byline shout out, and I'll go ahead and read what he said. White men have gotten ultra wealthy exploiting the hopes, dreams, and inadequacies of our black boys. So many are accepting that it's okay for a black man to do it too. Prime came to Jackson State because he couldn't get the job he was initially seeking at Power 5 Florida State. He took the J-State job, claiming God spoke to him to go there and save black boys and make them better, scholars, athletes, and men. That was his calling. He claimed, Prime turned out to be Prime. He has always turned out to be the Prime he has always been. In essence, it was never about our black children and community. Damn. It was always about Prime. But like in the story of the man on the road who helped the snake asked the man for help, promising he would not bite him.
Stop it, dude.
The man put the snake in his pocket and walked a couple miles. When the snake got to where he wanted to be, he bit the man. The man cried, dying, screaming, "How could you bite me?" The snake, wiggling away, said, "You knew I was a snake when you picked me up. It must be the money." Prime has never been anything else or cared about anything else but Prime. He used black boys' bodies, communities, culture, and institutions to get the validation he has been seeking, leaving a wake of pain, hurt, deception, and lies. I hope and pray the boys, families, and communities he misled can ultimately heal and trust again. 3 points. The needs of many outweigh the needs of a few, or the one. Spot Prime did what was best for him without consideration of the many. And then there's a quote: "The oppressed want at any cost to resemble the oppressors." Paulo Pierre. 3. Coach Robinson was right. He ain't SWAC. If you put yourself over our children, there's nothing about you that is SWAC or HBCU. People built these institutions out the dirt.
Legendary coach.
And against all odds, they didn't build it by hustling the same system. They built it by sacrificing for the kids, families, and communities. Now, shout out, Mr. Mackey. I do appreciate your post and definitely respect the writing that you did put out. But here is my statement. Me. Listen to me.
That's up there.
Sad is the plight of the black man in this country. Hero one day, heel the next. Cannot win for losing. Placed in the same position, many would do what served them best. So this is not a surprise. The quote-unquote surprise is the immediate judgment from people who look just like him. Who is to say that this decision will not open bigger lanes of opportunity? Who is to say that this isn't part of a bigger plan? Who knows what he's planning to do to serve the community overall? The only one who knows his true motive is him. Unless he publicly states it, all I see is speculation and supposition. I guess we'll all see. He accepted the job, so what now? What recourse does the community have to fix this man who should have the freedom to do what he wants and take the path that he wants? Think pieces and opinions. That's it. That's all. Look, if you are a Prime fan, then you clap for him. If you were a Prime fan until this occurred, then you'll turn away. If you were never a Prime fan, this doesn't even hit your personal radar. It don't hit your personal radar. No matter what section you sit in on the bus of Deion's decision, at the end of the line, the final stop is as it always is when one makes a decision, living with it. Period. That's all I got. That's how I feel about it. In essence, what difference does it make how you feel? But the problem is, why are you judging this man? If you were offered a bigger bag to do something, why does the whole community rest on Deion's back? How many coaches, how many black people do you know have moved over to the quote-unquote other team in order to do better for us, in order to do something that they made as a choice that ultimately down the line served to benefit us?
Shout out to everybody on the stream. Rats77.
Yeah.
Primetime didn't do anything wrong. You know how many young black men he will get into the NFL just by the eyes being on that Power 5 program. Thank you. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's precisely what I'm talking about.
Dr. Evil Genius, this is a difficult situation to assess. He has every right to pursue his individual financial goals, has an opportunity to have a greater impact on our culture being lost here. Yes.
I don't know Dr. Evil.
We know Dr. Evil. You know him.
I don't. No. I know him. I said I don't know about his statement. Yes, I know him. I don't know about his statement.
I'm not going to go as far as Markel here. Deion didn't do anything different here than any other college coach, dropping a smaller program for a larger one with zeros in the paycheck. Also, we can also make the case that Deion going to Jackson State in the first place was an act of charity because he could. Oh my God, that was an act of charity. Shout out to my little homie light worker Wayne. I don't have a clear understanding of what Deion did due to not being into sports, but people do have freedom to do whatever they choose.
Yes.
I ain't light worker Wayne.
I'm with you, light worker Wayne.
Just to backtrack, brother, Deion Sanders was coaching for the past 2 years in HBCU, historically black college program, which is, of course, brings in lower financial income, right?
Yeah.
So
he got them on game day.
Yeah. So now people saying since he's going to
Colorado
University, which is
PWI.
a predominantly white institution. It's a bigger program. It's almost saying he's dumping the black school to go to the white school, Wayne. That's pretty much what
the argument is
the
about.
hoopla is all about,
Yep.
brother. You know what I'm saying? So the way you could look at it like that, as if who wouldn't go or who would go, depending on the side of the argument you're on. The argument is
he a sellout?
You said you was here for us.
Right.
I think it's not that him starting here and going there. It's the fact of him saying, I'm here for the HBCU. And then coming to the HBCU, then going to Colorado. I think the thing is what a lot of people are mad at, not him going to Colorado, but saying, hey, I'm down with y'all. And then getting his, feet in the, in the mud, so to speak, for a little while. Then saying, all right, I done did this with y'all.
Let me rinse this mud off.
Yep.
And put these shoes on.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can understand. I can understand the argument.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I get it. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's that man's money.
It's that man's decision.
It's that man's decision.
Period.
Okay, so
is he canceled? That's the question I'm trying to get to.
Well, let me go back to some of these statements. I want to get into a lot more of these statements.
This and let me just say, I'm gonna say we talking from the standpoint of Deion Sanders, but this also happens in other professional environments of people that don't play sports.
Right.
This happens to educators as well.
Michael Blackston. Enough for Deion Sanders leaving Eastside High University. My Eagles playing today.
He on his sports shit. That's all.
Opinions. Deion Sanders leaving at HBCU for one of the whitest schools in the country after taking all those players into going there has to be one of the biggest backstabbings in sports.
Why is that a backstabbing?
Let me see.
Why is it a backstabbing?
What do we got? Y'all cannot be mad at Deion for leaving. He was supposed to stay at JSU forever.
Right. Y'all thought he was Eddie, didn't you? You thought he was Eddie Robinson, didn't you? Y'all thought he was Eddie Robinson.
Oh my God!
And listen, listen. I want y'all to understand. This ain't no shade on Coach Eddie Robinson. I got the utmost respect for Coach Eddie Robinson from Grambling, right?
Whoa! Derek Brown. This video right here, where the money resides, he going where the money resides.
Where the money resides. They clowning.
I love Black
Twitter, boy. Black Twitter they never lose. And I can laugh about that and still have my opinion.
This is hilarious.
Because them tearing him down. This is what I'm trying to understand. Yes, we're going to all have opinions. Yes, we're going to feel like that. But how much, really, why the entitlement to this man's life?
Yo! John Adebayo.
Yep.
Has officially abandoned Jackson State. The school he recruited players to off the merits of going to an HBCU and what it means for black players to go an HBCU. In the end, Deion Sanders was after money like everyone else. He bastardized the merits of an HBCU.
That's some pretty strong words,
We got
man.
some
Man, I don't. Hey, I need to.
Them some pretty strong words, man.
Pretty strong words right there.
I mean, but I still can't understand. So, at what is he? Okay? So what does he owe us? What does he owe HBCUs?
Okay,
what does
so
he owe the nation of black people?
I'm gonna go this route.
Go that way.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate
Oh,
against. I mean, that's me anyway.
Oh, so I'm about to say, what is it? Sunday again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sunday again. Yeah. Y'all keep on reading that book. Y'all been reading on today. You want to?
I know that's right. Hello. This the Sunday night leg. Get ready.
All right, so let me get Wayne's comment. He still can open opportunities for young athletes.
Yes,
right?
he can.
Yes, he can. So let me go at it in this manner. You know how my argument against old Beasley?
Yeah.
You remember my old
I
Beasley
remember that.
complaint?
I remember that.
For those who are unaware, I'm not the biggest of Obama fans like
Not
y'all
at all,
are. You
sir.
know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all,
Like
sir.
y'all like the first black man. No, he's half black. Shut up.
Well, he liked the black half.
Yeah,
but
yeah. He got
the other half. Is questionable.
He got black swag. I see through the rest of that shit, Obeezy.
Lord have
Okay,
mercy.
so no, because this was my argument, right? Obeezy got in office off the merits of saying I'm for black people because I'm one of y'all.
Yes.
I'm here with y'all.
Yes.
We in this together.
Yes.
Yes, we can. Look at my wife. Look at my kids. I'm a black family man, and I got swag. I'm from Chicago.
Right.
I'm from Chicago.
Right.
Huh? And I
Right.
smoke cigars, and I smoke weed too. Hashish.
And one day I did do
you know,
that,
and
yeah.
I did this, and I
Understood,
did that.
understood.
And you know what I'm saying? Look at my basketball shot. He gave us the whole black card
Right.
in 5 months.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we gonna vote that man in. Beasley, I was there when that happened. I cried like, oh my God. We did it. We was all crying.
Yeah.
We did it. We going to the White House,
Lord,
motherfuckers.
Lord.
We in this bitch.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh shit. We ain't gonna paint the White House black. Damn, Jesus came out, my president in black,
Yes.
my Lambo's blue.
We got down.
We were turned up.
Yes.
And what did he do for exclusively the black community? Everybody else got a little piece of sprinkle this over here. Skittles got a whole bunch of shit for the Skittles. A whole bag of Skittles. We're gonna bail out the banks, auto industry. I got you. You could go on vacation, motherfucker. Let me get that. Ooh, I can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say that. You can't say that.
I
You
was
can't
about
say
to.
that.
I was
You was
about
good.
to.
You was close, but you know they listening.
Get your surgery.
They listening, and they mad because it's Sunday. They like, we got to keep up with these.
Get your
motherfuckers
surgery.
on Sunday.
And nothing. Yes, he did some things. If you fell in the box of people who wanted some things, right?
Right. Okay.
But there was nothing particularly exclusively for black community that we saw as a whole.
Okay.
So maybe that's how the HBCU community feels, is you got in off the merits of your goddamn blackness. We were for your ass.
Mm-hmm.
So they feel like you did this to get in and now you're getting out.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Kind of like that.
Okay. I got you on that. I could take a devil's advocate approach, and let me go ahead and pass it back. Because here is what I say. So he got in on his own merit. He did the job they paid him to do, which was to coach the team.
Who are they?
They, you know who they are. They always talking. They be saying it.
They be talking.
He did the job that they asked him to do. And when he got done doing that job, when he did what he did, they paid him for it. It was an even trade.
Same way LeBron.
It was an even trade. He did his job. And then he got offered a better job. Mm-hmm. Now, yeah, maybe their money ain't long as Colorado, and then of course we know it's not.
Right.
Okay. He got offered a better job, which may allow him to move to another level to open up different opportunities for
Right.
more of our people.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
But y'all don't like the way it looked with the way he did it,
the
because it
aesthetics.
feels like, because feelings, you feel like he turned his back on you.
Right.
Let me ask you something. Somebody come to your job and offer you $5 million to do something else right now. What you gonna do?
What you mean something else?
Anything else?
Oh no, they gotta be
Okay,
listening.
all right, okay. Within reason, sir.
Okay,
within reason. Within reason.
Okay.
If they say, you know what, we saw you having a ball on the cruise, except when you started that fight and cut that man's finger off. But We want to give you $5 million.
Allegedly.
We got to use allegedly on this show. Sorry about that. Yeah, we got to use allegedly because the court case. Anyway, I know you cut that man. Anyway, he owed you some money, didn't he? All right, but again,
twerking in front of my wife.
They offer you. Oh shit, you can't do that. He offered you. Somebody offered you $5 million. I want you to be the cruise director on the Carnival Dylan, and it's your boat. And you say, hey, look, Markel, can you run the boat? You can't? All right, then. Hey, y'all, we taking a hiatus. They offer you $5 million to do that.
Yep.
Yes, everybody feels betrayed. But how often? But I mean, are you crying as you cruise across the sea?
Y'all be all right.
You feel bad about it.
No,
but here's what happens.
Do I?
Maybe slightly.
No.
But then what happens if after 2 years of running a Carnival cruise, the cruise Dylan, you open up the Yale Radiocast cruise. Yale Entertainment, where we running the cruise now. We done bought this piece off of Carnival because you invested wisely and you was able to talk the right shit.
Right.
Because you got an opportunity to get your foot in the door to do something else. Well,
that could be
where all the talking now? Dylan is a sellout. He sold us out. Oh, well, shit, wait, we got a whole cruise ship.
Hold up, man. He discounted the shit.
He discounted the shit? Yeah. We got a whole cruise ship. All the people.
What? Y'all take food stamps on the cruise.
What?
Y'all take food stamps on the cruise.
I'm saying, you done went up in the world and you done made an opportunity. But don't nobody know what's in your mind, right?
So this is my leveled comparison to what you're saying. And then we're going to get to the comments on the stream. We see y'all going in. Yep. Shout out to everybody on the stream.
Yes.
Jay-Z, I think it was the verse on I Got the Keys when he said, I said no to the Super Bowl, about how he don't need the Super Bowl. And then a year later, he signed a deal with the NFL.
Yeah.
Black people got all mad.
Yeah.
You NFL. Because it was right behind the Kaepernick thing, right?
Yeah.
Right behind we were in the middle of the Kaepernick kneeling thing. To be honest with you, so it was at the same. It was on
around in the same.
It was
time
on. It was on the back end of it. It was on
timing.
It was timed around the back end of the Kaepernick, conflicts with people kneeling and things like that.
Yeah.
So the communication, the trending topic, the statements was Jay-Z selling out, right? Jay-Z first and foremost always said he's a businessman.
Right.
He's always said I'm a businessman. I just
disguised as a rapper.
Right. So once he got in with the NFL organization for whatever the deal was, it had something to do with, better networking with the urban community, whatever the technical title is. We can look that up at your own leisure.
If y'all care to.
If you care to.
But
what I noticed right after that, because everybody was blocking Kaepernick from getting, and I saw that Jay-Z had coordinated a training session with Kaepernick for a team.
Yeah.
And what did Kaepernick do? Kaepernick showed up with a Sambo shirt on.
Well, I got you. He was making a statement. Let him make a statement.
He was making a statement, but
to what end?
To what end? If your goal is to get back, we're trying to show you got to play the game a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I set this up for you. Yeah, hey, my boy Kaepernick, come on, this is what I want to do. Blah blah blah. Jay-Z had a hand in that session. That they said no right after that because there was a whole bunch of things going on, but that didn't help that he shows up wearing a Sambo.
The Sambo shirt, right.
Shirt.
Exactly.
Come on, Cap.
Right.
We trying to get you in there, bro.
Either way.
Because he belongs in there. My personal opinion, he belongs in there.
Yeah.
Why he isn't, we know why.
We know why, right.
So,
but if that's what you're going to do.
But if that's what you're going to do, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Right after that, what has happened at the Super Bowl? We saw the most hip-hop filled urban halftime show that was backed and produced by Jay-Z.
Yes.
So, and Jay-Z's whole conversation behind this is we need a seat at the table.
Correct.
If we're going to change anything, we can't change it from the outside.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with the tactics or not, that is the absolute truth.
That's the art of war, baby.
That is the absolute truth. You ain't gonna come into as small as Yale Entertainment is and start saying what you want from me. It's at my will to provide what I would like to give you.
Correct. And you to agree if
and you to agree if you want.
If not,
contractually.
Right.
Because in the contract it's gonna state I will give you this.
Right.
The contract will state, I will allow you to do this.
Right.
But you have to meet at the table to get something that you may want.
Correct.
And it may happen. It doesn't happen at the snap of a finger.
Yeah.
It happens over time
Through negotiation.
through negotiations.
Right.
And financial benefits on both ends. Let's just be honest with you about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He knew how to go in and say, hey, this is how I can help y'all make money too, because I want to make some more money.
Right.
So looking at it like that, now the goal is getting with a group to buy a NFL team.
Yeah.
But you can't do that from the outside.
You got to do that from
Now
the
back
inside.
to prime time.
Yeah. But I mean, this is the thing. So here's another that they decided was a sellout, but he had bigger plans. But you see, the issue I'm having is the fact that he's being so heavily judged for making a decision, for making a choice for himself that's going to further his interests and further our interests overall, right? This is something that we're looking at, right? Dr. Evil Genius says, Deion being associated with the HBCU would have a massive positive impact because many of them are struggling financially. Also, black talent will not go to black schools. They're going to PWIs instead. That may be true.
But is that not a benefit when that's where they get most eyes when they're going into the NFL?
And they also have a choice
Yeah.
to go into whatever school they like.
Right. Well,
Again,
what I'm saying is, if it's the goal what is the long-term goals? Is it to boost up HBCUs? That would be a conversation.
Yeah.
Or is it the goal to put these less privileged athletes
in a position.
in a position? Because as messed up as it is, they would get to NFL better by going by the way of a predominantly white institution. I don't like it.
Based on their football program.
Based on the football, I don't like it. Let me just say that. So we could say, hey, Deion, be the face of us and bring the athletes here. But at the end of the day, it's the next level where we still got to play with them over there. And I've always said, keep money. I've always said this, circle money into the black community.
Yeah.
I've said this shit for years. But I understand that we're still going to have to go shop it over here.
Yeah.
Shit. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Big Daddies love their ribs.
Yeah.
But they don't got the toilet tissue I need. I got to go to Walmart.
Correct. This is the facts. This is the facts. And the other thing with that is the understanding of this, y'all. This, again, for me, it's about choice. It's about your choice. It's about your freedom to choose and do what you need to do.
And we already know Mark L is the biggest pro-choice
of
advocate
freedom.
Of
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm about freedom. And that's why I keep asking the question, what do you think he owes? Because okay, all right, he said, all right, great. You said to your job that I'm coming here to get the bag, right? I'm coming here to make money.
Right.
I'm coming here to work for your company. You said all those wonderful things during the interview. And then somebody offered you a bigger bag. Well, guess where you're going?
Right.
To do that job.
And I'm catching a bigger
Do you
headache,
think
but I
this
asked
company
for
is going to be like, your loyalty is in question? Oh, my God. No, them people like, oh, well, shit, okay.
But you know what, though? I left on such a good note that
you could possibly come back.
my lawyer... Who said I still ain't there?
Right.
Ooh.
See what I'm talking about?
Ooh.
See what I'm talking about? Dr. Evil Genius. Deion made a lot of promises to the incoming freshman class. He probably talked about integrity and loyalty to those players, then bolted on them. Feels foul. Now, he did make a statement to that team. He did make a statement to the
It isn't
team.
actually foul. It just feels that way.
It does. That's a feel.
Hold up. Hey, Mr. Drunk. Where the hell has Drunk been?
Drunk!
What's happening, Drunk? One of the faithful, loyal listeners of the Mail Review. It was about Deion from the get-go. The whole God called me to Jackson State was BS. Bro, just took the D1 job he could get.
Well, okay. Drunk.
Deion taking all the talent from Jackson State with him, too. He just announced his son, the new QB at Colorado.
Hey, I ain't mad at that. Because guess what? When I get up here, guess what, Devin? Bring your happy ass on, Devin. Trayvon, we in the game, son.
We need a soundbite that says, the overlay for the underplay. We need that soundbite.
Say that again.
The overlay for the underplay.
Doom, doom, doom.
We need that. We need that. But, hey, listen. This is all I got to say about it. Really. Let that man make his choices. I'm saying I would. But okay.
Light worker when he said he know what I was about to say. I sure was. You know what
he was about to say, Wayne. You know, in the upper room. Shout out to the upper room.
Shout out to the upper room. We see you. We see you with your mute button.
I feel what you're saying. This is from Drunk again, my boy Drunk. I feel what you're saying about the better job, but he claimed he didn't care about the money when he went to JS. Said he was already paid in full. Now, let me stop you right there. Perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect segue for me because I need you to understand that when he did take the job, he gave back part of his salary to help to improve the athletic facilities.
Talk about that.
Ain't nobody talking about that. Everybody, I understand, but let me tell you something. There have been many things that were worse. Let's call it that. That were way worse. As an old preacher would say. Way worse that were done in the name of the Lord. Amen. Somebody. In the name of God,
Lord.
People have done way worse.
Watch this. Anyways.
I know it, right? They've done way worse. In the name of God. God called me to Jackson State. God told a lot of people to do stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about what God told the people. The dude that walked in that church and shot them down. After praying with him. We ain't going to talk about it, though. Upper room, shout out.
God said don't wear a dress. The workout was fake from the beginning. It was nothing more than a setup to get people boycotting the league to come back without having Cap back in the league. Do you believe that? Fake workout to get people to come back.
You think it was fake?
No, because people was going to come back to the league
anyways.
Yeah.
People, look here. As unfortunate as it is, we were not in a position to hold out if you are an actual player.
Right.
That's the long game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I was like, oh, y'all can go home. Go ahead. We over here playing. You're a number in the NFL. You're a number.
You are.
Yeah, you're a number.
You're just a number.
Yeah, you're a number. Kaepernick wasn't going. What?
He wasn't finna
Dr.
stop
Eva
the
has
show.
said this week after week after week. What happened? We walked our ass. I haven't watched football.
I haven't really.
I joke about it.
I see little bits and pieces. I get the ESPN headlines. I know my Bears still losing.
Yeah, they suck.
They're terrible. I know Green Bay been getting their ass whooped, which is happy for me.
But yeah.
But sit down and watch a game, go to a bar and watch a game, put it on my TV on Sunday.
At the end of the day,
I don't do that no more.
Look, let me tell you something. With this new little situation I had, somebody say, "Oh, I don't need this job need me." I say, "Okay." Guess what happened 2 days later? They thought about them 4 kids they had to take care of. Them 4 little ugly ass kids they had to take care of.
They had to come back.
I'll be back in Monday.
Of course you will.
Of course you will.
Or you'll find somewhere else to work.
Good luck. Good luck finding another NFL. I don't like the business, but it is
a business.
Deion
being in Colorado don't further black interest at all. I could see if we wasn't getting recruited by PWIs, but black players run PWIs. This is true. I do agree with you on that. That is true. We are getting, we do get, they definitely recruit for black players. They definitely do that. They do.
Right. They do.
But maybe he can fight for a little bit more opportunity. Again, all we got right now is think pieces and speculations, brother. This is all we got. This all we got is think pieces and speculation. At the end of the damn day, what are we going to do? Nothing.
Right. So I guess for the underlying conversation with me is 2 sides. Why do we, as a community, pocket watch the next man?
Basically, you concerned with how he get his money.
Yeah,
and whether or not it's gonna save his soul.
Now, once again, if we're gonna go back to this one, it is based off of I see what my brothers are saying. Where are all the women at on the street? I thought, I think a concern is, and what they're saying is, well, you said you was for us.
Yeah.
If that's not what it was, come in the game saying that.
Right.
Where we come from, we are really based out of.
Big on what we say, meaning what we say and saying what we mean. Yeah. I got you. I feel you 100%.
And I think that's what the current audience is saying. Man, if that was your plan, you could have said that's what it was.
Right. Or not said that. Just opted to not say what you said in order to make it sound like it was some decision from heaven, whatever.
Right. And if he was sent to a HBCU, he went. So there you go. Like I say, it's sometimes we got to take our feelings out of this. I would personally, if we're going to talk about Dylan's feelings, I would personally love for him to stay at a HBCU because I actually agree with everybody that we need that presence there.
Yeah,
I truly.
And it did take it. Look, they got on game day. They had actual game day. HBCU on game day on ESPN.
Right.
Because of Deion.
Right.
He is like pretty much like when Michael Jordan filled everybody's stadium. It didn't matter that he played for this team.
Right.
If he came to town to play your team, you wanted them tickets.
People go went to the Wizards game.
Yeah. Because Michael Jordan was on the team.
No, even when he became an owner.
When he became an owner,
yeah.
Because Michael Jordan was for the team.
Yeah. So I do agree, but this is where once again we have to move as a collective. Because Deion Sanders can't be the Jesus.
Why is it on his back?
It's of HBCU.
Because of what he said. It's on his back.
I mean, don't we always say we offer this? Hell, I'm for this marriage, and then they go.
People change their mind. What if, and for those of you who feel like that's a big deal, what if he come back and say, well, the Lord told me I should take my talents to South Beach.
Oh we.
What if the Lord said, do this? Maybe I have a bigger plan for you, Brother Deion. You know, however the Lord speaks to people.
I see you with your cigar too, Mark.
I'm saying.
You all in your bag.
Listen.
The stick.
Let me tell you something. This is in congratulations to the man for doing exactly what he wanted to do. And again, hate him all you want to. He is not gonna cry. He gonna wipe his eyes with them 20s.
Or hundreds.
Or hundreds. And he's gonna make a sad face.
Right.
And he's gonna miss you. Friends like us should never part. How do you know that he won't get there and maybe take some of that money and establish a scholarship down there at Jackson State?
I mean,
there's so many things he could do, but we're not even giving him the opportunity.
You know what?
So quick to judge him.
This is my thing.
What is the deal?
Now we got to go into when you see people for who they are. Primetime Deion Sanders has showed himself through his whole career to be a kind of a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
So now we're questioning
his stand-upness.
Because a decision didn't go the way you wanted it at the moment. But we got to think about how many times somebody you knew that's not named Deion or whoever the hell did something that you didn't always agree with.
Right.
But you don't question their integrity. Well, I just don't agree with you on this one.
I don't like the fact that you decided to go and send that text message and say, go Herschel. I don't agree with it. But, I mean, you still my dog. You just petted in the mud. That's an insider. It's an insider.
It's on social media.
It's on social media. That was an insider. That was an
insider. I said, go Herschel. Look here, man. What I didn't need is for you little text
poll workers
texting me about Raphael Warnock. You don't know who the hell I am.
Right. I could be anybody.
I'm actually a Republican. Go Herschel is what I said.
Because he petty. But then again, but the point is, you can't really even tell me who to vote for, and you can't ask me who I voted for.
You can't even tell me who to vote for.
You can't tell me who.
Stop watching my pockets.
Right, that's another pocket watcher, huh?
Because if we really want to go into it, old Raffy, I don't agree with all his decisions to think that he's just gonna automatically get my vote.
Right.
Once again, you got to understand where your allegiance lies.
Right.
Because once again, Georgia, this your fault because this y'all guy. Y'all guys the fall guy.
Did you know that werewolves is stronger than vampires?
And
that hurt my feelings. Y'all know I identify the people that know me. I wish you could close up on it. I got a whole wolf tooth around my neck. I just want to snatch off. I don't want the dude to be a werewolf.
I thought that vampire was really cool.
Oh my
I
God.
wanted to be a vampire when I grew up, and then I thought watching this movie, y'all, it was called Fright Night or Freak Night or Fright Night or something like that.
Something like that. Oh Lord Jesus.
And then they tried to hit the vampire with the holy water. Do you know that you need faith? And that's what I'm talking about. You gonna need faith.
Lord have mercy. Faith Evans, sir? No. Anyway, moving on. Rad77 said he just landed one of the top wide receivers from IMG Academy.
Okay.
Are you talking about Deion or you
Deion.
talking about Colorado or you talking about okay? Lord, tell Deion to take his talents to the Detroit Lions. He going as long as the bag right. Listen.
Would you not?
If the bag right.
If the bag right, hope big it is every night.
Every night. I feel y'all, but I just tend to believe people when they tell me something, and when they do the opposite, I look at them differently. That's understandable.
But you know what? The thing with me, I don't believe a damn thing none of y'all say.
Right.
Okay,
that's the thing. Why are we so invested?
Yeah, because I hear people talk about how faithful of a man you are, but put you in a room full of titties, and I bet you gonna fold.
Boy, you gonna boil like fresh laundry.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You could probably push away this set of titties.
Yes.
And you could push away this set.
But if you push them away, you're touching them, ain't you? At least I am. Anyway, we'll talk about that on Markel Discusses the Breasts on Markel After Dark. Coming soon to a theater near you.
You can only turn away so many titties.
Only so many before they just all over you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucking titty right here.
That's terrible.
Just the nipple poking you in your eye.
Ma'am, can you... No, let me stop.
Get your titties up my face.
I know, right? Stop it. Terrible news. But I feel you. You make perfect sense. I got you. So, but what it is at the end of the day, it's a feeling. And again, I'm not against anybody. Look, I'm gonna tell you like we say in current time and terminology. Your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid.
No, they aren't.
They are. No. Because you can't tell somebody they can't have a feeling.
But you could bring back shame and tell them that their feelings is wrong. That's the problem. That's my
you don't even got to tell them their feelings is wrong.
Shit me.
No. Here's what it is. Okay. I don't give a damn what the hell you feel.
True.
I got my own motherfucking feelings. So, them your feelings.
You
Enjoy
right.
your feelings.
You right. When you right, them your feelings. Look, I've been having this conversation. I've been having this conversation all week about you got to get out of your feelings because this moment ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. I agree wholeheartedly. So, is this a feelings conversation?
It is.
That's
really all it is. It's really about feelings.
So somebody
at the end of the day.
So somebody needs is hurting.
Yes. Somebody's needs is hurting. Somebody needs hurt.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
it's about feeling.
Get some.
So my thing is at the end of it all, and you know, I'm just wrap up my stuff. I think I done said enough about it. At the end of the day, what does this mean? So we tear him down, and is it just talk, or what do you think he owes? What do you think Deion owes the black community? What should he apologize and say? I have sinned for saying the Lord called me to Jackson State, and I decided to leave, and so I understand y'all feel bad and boo hoo hoo hoo. What is he supposed to do? Oh, is he canceled? Do we cancel Deion Sanders? Is he not allowed to the table no more? Is that right? Not to the he can't come. He uninvited to the barbecue.
Let Deion pull up to any of y'all house right now.
Especially if he bring the meat
with the ribs.
Right.
And you know he gonna bring the drink.
What?
You know he gonna come with the drink and the ribs.
Hey, y'all don't want Deion?
We don't want your Colorado coaching ass over here.
Oh, all right. You sound crazy.
Those beef ribs?
I know, right? Those ribs look good. Who made them?
Let me go talk to the homies inside.
Man, you know, Mom she be tripping, dog. She be tripping. Just set up right here on the curb, right here. We just set up right here.
We'll be right back.
We'll be all right. We're gonna move the party. We're gonna move the party out front. I know. You thirsty? Okay, right on. I'm so glad you let that curl go, player. Because I'm telling you, it was hot. It was hot in Atlanta back then. But I'm just saying though, at the end of the day, that's really all we got is feelings and think pieces, bro. That's all we got left.
Get out your feelings. I mean, and once again, we're comparing how we feel, what we would like him to do.
Yeah.
Or what anybody does. I think this is where we take it off of Deion.
Yeah.
And talk about us as people, human beings all together.
Right.
If what somebody is doing is not affecting you, you could actually not like what somebody does because Lord knows a lot of people are doing a whole bunch of stuff
that we don't like. Hell, somebody in your life right now doing some shit you don't like.
That I really don't agree with.
No. Don't you hate when people call off work, darling? You don't appreciate it. Immediately. Don't you hate when people call off work?
Oh, well, I got 5 messages right now.
See what I'm saying? I hate it when people do that.
But and it's a lot of things, and I think the way my mind is working now is I'm actually working on myself with, well, what he or she is doing really don't affect me.
Right.
What I look at it is, does it affect community?
Correct.
Or is it benefit to community, and what community or group of people does it benefit versus the overall bigger picture of good or bad?
Right.
And that still is a judgmental thing in itself as well.
It is.
Because people have different moral compasses, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is meet in the middle. Meet in the middle.
Yeah.
I can actually say, hey, I really don't agree with Deion going. However, I'm not mad at him for going either.
Right. Because it don't really affect me.
Not that it don't affect me. It don't, but once again, if we're talking about
community.
Yeah,
I got
and
you.
us as for that black presence, that black man voice.
Yeah.
When we're talking about benefits to what works for us, because everybody ain't gonna make it to these predominantly white colleges.
That's correct.
So we need somebody to push up, and I agree
To stand in the gap.
Yeah, but my thing is, it shouldn't just fall on Deion.
That's correct. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't see him as the HBCU Jesus.
He is the savior.
So where's everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay, he out. Let's get a new face.
Right. Where's the other? I mean, hey, what if Jerry Rice decided he was gonna go to Jackson State or to an HBCU?
And you know he hated Deion.
Boy,
He was. Hey, Jerry Rice would love to say, "I'm here to say today. I told y'all about that old punk ass."
right? See what I'm saying? But I ain't heard Jerry Rice say he won't coach.
When he doing a Church of Chicken commercial?
Boy, listen.
You know, he for black people.
You know, hey, but I mean,
I know we love chicken.
we know we so love chicken. That's why I say vote for her. But no, you're right though.
Do you know Vampire like chicken? Y'all know Vampire like chicken.
What if we as a community had, God forbid, black players who came out of the league to come to these HBCUs and to coach? What if Deion was the start of these coaches? What if he was the start? What if he was just set to blaze the trail? You know, hey, y'all talk, but didn't they say God led Moses to have the people go through the desert for X amount of time, and then, some other stuff. I'm not going to go deep into it. But you understand, getting the call from God and having to do something.
I'm just shouting out Black Twitter today.
Hey, Black Twitter is cold-blooded, bro. They get trying to escape JSU after convincing multiple major high D1 players to come to HBCU. Y'all sharp. Y'all doing that.
Boy.
And I can still laugh and still feel like it ain't none of my damn business.
Because we still together.
It ain't none of my damn business. That's how I feel.
All right, so
what we got on the stream? I know the stream blowing up.
No. They kind of like chilled out. They
okay.
chilled out. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in for this impromptu
thank you so much.
edition of the Mail Review. But we do got some sponsorship that we are working on. We got some things coming up that we, once again, need your black support for.
Yes,
because
please.
What we are doing is something in the moment for the less fortunate. Yes. You know what? Hold right there. All these people that's on these streets talking about what Deion ain't doing, what are you doing?
Segue.
What are you doing?
That was off the muscle.
What are you doing?
Great.
Where is your benefits to the community at? See, I could have a conversation with Deion. Can you look in the mirror and say, hey, I could actually had to sit down with Deion and say, hey, you know what I am doing, and this is why I got a problem with you, because I'm there as well. I'm actually at the table too.
Yep.
I'm at the community for us table too. Yep. And I heard what you said, and it felt me because I'm on that same platform. I'm on that same level. I got that same goal, and I feel like I needed you there. Yeah. So I get that part. But if you ain't doing something, that's like when everybody got mad at Kaepernick because it was anti-American. Look here, motherfucker, if you ain't served in the goddamn military, don't talk to me about being American.
Right.
Oh, I was on my.
You was in your bag on that one.
I was there.
You was in your bag on that one. It's okay. It happens. It happens, brother.
I was there. So
let it out, man. Let it out.
So we got our
reason for the season. holiday campaign.
Yes, yes.
And we need, see that Cash App link at the corner of the screen?
Yes.
We are asking for donations so we can help the less fortunate during the holidays.
Absolutely.
Okay? And we actually need your support. I'm going to run the advertisement, and I want you people to come in after, because I want to see y'all still here.
Yeah.
This is the reason for the season advertisement. Markel was supposed to do a voiceover. Everybody got time.
Voiceover coming.
So yeah, sponsored by Yale Radiocast and RTV.
Yep.
The reason for a season holiday campaign, which is we are asking for funds and donations to give to the less fortunate. This is a follow up for the work that we were doing in the community for years, and I would say in about 2017-ish, 18, we had to kind of fall back for some things because we weren't in a comfortable place as a unit. Tie this in.
Yeah.
Tie this in. To actually help others. We had to get ourselves, tying this in, to a certain position
So that we could
help. So we had to make some moves and some transitions to get ourselves back in place so we can assist the people, the less fortunate. And now we're here. Now we got money that we can start doing some things, but we're still asking for help and support from others, whether it's $5, $10, $30. We currently have about $200 donated to this campaign, that this is what we're going to do with it. We're still asking for physical donations. We do have financial donations, and we appreciate that. We want some toys. We want some gifts. We want some clothes. We're going to be doing this on December the 17th here at the Mail Review Yale Radiocast that Saturday, and giving out whatever gifts there are to pass out to the community. All we ask of you is to come by and receive a gift.
That's it.
Now, don't come by with 13 kids asking for 13 gifts. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. I'm going to let y'all know right now. I'm still Team FDK.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
However. So we are looking to give two donations, 2 gifts per family.
Yeah. 2 gifts per family.
What is remained in the pot is we're going to actually take to the streets and pass out to the less fortunate, whether it's taking whatever money is remaining and purchase some quilts and some stuff for homeless and people like that.
Yes.
So what we need is help from you. Please help us out. It's the holidays.
Yep.
We got what we got. And it's some people out there, and I don't know how often we pay attention to what's going on out here. It's some people out here that's actually trying.
Yep.
That's what I look at. It's some people. I've been there. I've been there.
Yep.
So no, we can't save the world,
But
we can put ourselves in position to help others, huh?
Yes.
Markel, what you got?
I try to help a few. Check it. We'd love to give out all the blankets, and we are appreciative of all the donation, and we're appreciative of everything you guys send to us. Being able to help one person is a blessing. Being able to help 100 people would be a bigger blessing. So if you donate, the more you donate, the more people we can actually help in the community. We look forward to that. It's going to be a great day. Come on out and do that.
Okay, so once again, this is the impromptu Sunday edition of the Mail Review,
Yes,
League
yes.
of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Shout
Yes,
out
yes.
to everybody. Shout out to Light Worker Wayne that was on the stream.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all check out every Sunday Motivational Shit podcast.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man.
It's motivational shit.
It's some motivational shit.
Yes, trust it. It's motivational shit.
Trust me. It's hey, I ain't gonna lie. Talking to Wayne, I'm like, how is he gonna do a show every week about motivation? Doesn't it seem like it would be a bit redundant?
Yeah. But
Every week saying, hey, be motivated, stay happy, and stay positive. Let's get it. I'm out. But he
turns it into a whole performance, baby. Gotta love it.
you know what I'm saying? And the guests that's come in, he had some outstanding guests from the inception. I appreciate him, Huey G, and Super Healer. every Sunday, 2 to 3. Yale Radio Cast, streaming live, great content, great interviews, what you truly need to find a next level of motivation. They got it over there. You know what I'm saying?
Excellent news.
Pimp Talk, once again, trying to get some things situated. Shout out to my boy Pimpin' Slim, man.
Pimpin' Slim in the building.
You know, that's some things that we're working out on both sides to bring back his entertaining content.
Yes.
You know, but you know, you got the flagship over here.
Yes, sir. The flagship show holding it down.
You're holding it down.
Holding it down, brother.
You know, so thank you for tuning in today. Once again, you see the Yale Radio Cast Cash App.
Yep.
That's where you can send donations to. Please support us. Please support us. Please support us.
Absolutely.
Support us and help us support others.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, share the links,
Please.
share the streams, particularly on Twitch.
Yep.
That's where we need to get our views up at. It's
Absolutely.
Twitch.
Yep.
They follow us on elsewhere. Also, you got to download on Roku and Fire Stick for the televised concept of RTV, our televised partnership.
Yes.
RTV through Vimeo, actually. So you could go to Vimeo, search RTV, and go ahead and subscribe. We need to get these subscriptions up.
Yep.
We are very close to monetization.
Yep. Let's do it.
So we're going to go ahead and sign out. Mark Hill.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all again for tuning in to the Mail Review right here on Yale Radio Cast. Your boy Mark L. And the man behind the curtain, as I stated earlier, Dylan Yale, the namesake of the flagship show, the Mail Review and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We want to thank y'all for joining us again on this Sunday. We hope y'all have a great and positive week coming up. And if somebody offers you the bag and you don't take it, that's on you.
And if you don't, you ain't getting the business. And the goal is to get the business.
That's it. Signing out. We'll see y'all next time.
Holla.
Yale Radio Cast.